how the hell is everybody?
Wide Web Broadcast.
I'm in the radio station. I'm in school, sorry.
Wet Sprocket.
I've been waiting for the whole Wide Web Broadcast to start. I am listening to the joke.
Wide Web Broadcast.
Well, it's alright. I'll let it go.
With Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Hey, Chris, I lost my things again on the computer. All the questions went away
Siren
again.
Spotlight.
Oh, dear. I remember mine.
World Wide Web Broadcast.
Nothing so loud.
With Toad the Wet Sprocket. Is coming.
Okay, you know, all my questions went down again on my thing.
Has Glenn gotten over his hate for Blue M&M's yet?
Siren Spotlight.
Intergalactic communication.
World Wide Web
Blue M&M's.
No.
It's going to stay there now?
No.
Because it keeps going away. You do that, then it goes away.
You know, at FAO Schwartz, you can get
If it happens, just hit return, it'll go away and it'll fix itself.
Hit where with
The
this?
blue
Just hit
M&Ms are
enter.
all wrong.
And it will go away and fix
Hit
itself.
return.
Yeah, if that comes
We
up.
have
They should
an,
make black.
we have an internal band dispute about the blue M&Ms.
See, I saw you guys in Columbus a couple summers ago, and Glenn was real upset about Blue M&M's and French dressing.
Station Interactive
Who's
Radio
that phone?
Entertainment Network. For the next little bit of time, you can join your World Wide Web host, Chris Carter, for the internet inside scoopage on some of the dopest, freshest, coolest new bands in the galaxy.
Siren Spotlight. Scope our real audio, video webcam, digital cyber card, and don't forget you can chat toll free 1-888 Siren 97.
This program is coming to you via
The Station Interactive Radio Entertainment Network. Siren Spotlight. Siren Spotlight.
And welcome to another edition of Siren Radio, live from cloudy Sony Studios in Santa Monica, California. Today's special guests are Toad the Wet Sprocket, who have a great new LP entitled Coil, which will be out in 1 week, May 20th, 1 week from today. They will be playing live for all you Siren listeners, as well as taking your phone calls via email, as well as our Siren phone lines, which you can call at 888-SIREN-97. That's 888-SIREN-97. And for you international callers, that's 310-449-2134. Hey, guys, what's happening? You've been standing in one place for quite some time now.
Yeah, I was just realizing people are going to have a separate phone line and modem line, aren't they?
I don't know. It's much too technical.
Or
Technical for
sign
me,
off,
Glenn. I'm not
call,
sure.
Sign back on.
Well, welcome regardless. What have you guys been up to? You guys been out of action, fathering children for a while, huh?
Mostly, yeah. We've been creating progeny.
Yes.
I got two. Randy got one. Todd and Dean are practicing, as they say.
Practicing.
Haha.
Very nice. Well, cool. So today what we're going to do basically is listen to you guys play, take some phone calls from all over the world, and see how that works. We got a whole new phone love line system here, so we're winging it. But before we do that, I just want to ask you guys a couple of questions, if you may. I saw John Fogerty last night in this little impromptu, similar situation to this, and he was saying how this is the first time in his career he feels like he's really good at what he's doing, and his record is really, he feels happy with. And I had read an interview with you guys, I guess, in Billboard, where you said this similar thing.
I think he's doing great.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about you? Do you think you're doing great?
Sorry. We're doing better. Yeah, it was good. I mean, we got a year off to kind of collect our heads and have a life. And so I think coming back to the band after a little breathing space, we appreciate it a lot more. Mm-hmm. So there was, you can tell by the tone of my voice, a ton of excitement.
Yeah, you're pretty thrilled.
But just going into the project, I mean, it was the first time, instead of slogging through every idea, we really went for the stuff that was the most immediate, that was the most fun, and tried to keep spirits high throughout the recording, instead of just really tried not to let ourselves get bogged down at all.
Yeah.
So
keeping the same lineup since the beginning of the band is, do you find it's easier to work now than it was in the beginning, or is it,
Well, it's easier. It's different. I mean, when we started, I started writing with Todd when I was like 14. So things have definitely changed in the last 12 years. But I mean, there's ways it gets musically a lot more psychic. We learn to play in the same room, so musically it keeps getting better, and we keep ourselves in check. We're all, I think, three of us. Dean isn't passive aggressive, but the rest of us are, and so we just learn how to work, try to get along better. I think once again having some time off made us enjoy each other a lot more when we got back together.
Right. So you guys had about a year off or longer, right?
Yeah, about a
longer.
year.
Cool.
Hey, Glenn, what does passive aggressive mean?
That was Randy for you at home.
What do you mean by that? That's fine. No, that's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
forget
he's
it.
aggressive.
Just forget
Aggressive. He's just plain aggressive.
Thanks, Randy. That was my follow-up, but thank you. We're going to try these phone lines, just see how it works. Matt from Dayton, Ohio. Are you there, Matt?
I'm here.
God bless you.
Oh, thanks.
Ask away.
Well, hey, Dean, Randy, Todd, Glenn, how is everybody?
Good, thanks.
Good. Thanks for talking with us. It is really cool. But how is family life treating everybody? And how's that going to affect your touring? Are you going to tour more or less? Well, not more, obviously, but are you going to tour less because of families, or are we still going to see everywhere?
We'll tour smarter, I guess. Well, I mean, when we did Fear, we did something like 300 shows, and we did about 200 for the Dulcinea tour. So rather than go to the same place again and again and again and again and again, we're going to take a few more breaks so we can see the families more and just not stay out till everyone's sick of us this time. But we'll still probably do plenty of touring.
Well, also, along with wanting to be at home a little bit more and more frequently, we've sort of vowed never to take this long between records again, because it's the surest way to kill any motivation when you're not working on new material. So we'll be efficient, we'll be quick, clean, keep writing music and doing things just better. Remember City Slickers, and they came back and they said they're just going to do everything better? I feel like that's us right now. We've had our midlife crisis. We're moving on.
That again for you at home was Randy. Randy's got the good answers, I think, today. I got a question here. Why does Glenn go barefoot on stage? Actually, that's from Tim from Ohio. Glenn?
Actually,
He's barefoot right now, by the way.
It's more comfortable in that way. I don't have to look down all the time for foot pedals, because I can never find buttons when I'm wearing shoes. It's comfortable. I don't know. I like it. It makes my feet smell good at the end of the night, too.
There you go. Billy on the line from West Virginia.
Hello.
Billy?
Yes. Hey. Hi. How's it going?
Speak your mind.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in Cleveland and Chicago coming up in the next couple of weeks. And I was wondering, since it is going to be a bunch of smaller venues, are you guys going to play some of your older stuff, like maybe from Pale or Bread and Circus, as well as the new stuff, which I'm really anxious to hear?
We've sort of vowed to rotate, some old stuff through the set as we go. Sort of keep the core set, but, move some old stuff through.
Okay.
But mostly it's going to be the new stuff, which we're really excited about. Okay?
That answers your question, I'm sure, Billy.
He hung up.
He did. He's gone. This is like the Larry King show. They get a question and then we cut them, just, in case they might say Baba Booey or something and we don't want to hear. Speaking of the new record, you guys want to play a song? Are you prepared? I see you holding guitars.
It's not enough, you'd even know it. Too right to call my bluff, 'cause I won't say when I have had enough. And we worked so hard to need this stuff, we tried so long to just ignore it. Won't you calm down where I am? Words are here to understand. 'Cause I won't say when I have had enough. And we worked so hard to need this stuff, we tried so long to just ignore it. Won't you calm down where I am? Words are here to understand. 'Cause I won't say when I have had enough. And we worked so hard to need this stuff, we tried so long to just ignore it. Won't you calm down where I am? Words are here to understand. every hope. There is no truth behind my best intention. Oh, won't you come down where I am? Words I cannot understand. Won't you come down? Been waiting too long, I know I have. Won't you come down, help me stand? There is Siren in your hands. Won't you come down where I am? Words are leaving, been way too long, I know I've been way too long, no I
Toad the Wet Sprocket, live on Siren.
I lost this ear. Maybe not.
That was Come Down, am I correct in assumption?
Why, yes, it was.
And I believe that might even be the first single.
Why, yes, it is.
How about that, huh? I'm
You're
on it.
on.
I am right on it.
Just a sec. Something changed.
What happened? So we're still on. We're live, so I'll talk to you, Glenn, while they're fooling
Well-
around over there.
Okay.
I was reading a comment you said, I think again in Billboard, about if you and Evan Danda were walking down the same street, he might get mobbed, but everyone would kind of hum your songs if you hummed them with them first. That was quite an analogy. I kind of enjoyed that.
Comparatively,
Yeah.
his songs are.
I don't know if Evan
incredibly hummable.
Dando. I don't know if Evan
but-
Dando's the right. Maybe those. Hanson or something. But
Well, no. Hanson's so hummable. Come on.
They
And
are.
actually, he is too. But it's more, more talking about media attention as far as the spins and Rolling Stones and all.
right.
That we kind of haven't. In some ways, we've been lucky enough to avoid kind of being noticed that way. But a lot of, if you ask a person if they've heard of Toad the Wet Sprocket, they'll say no.
Mhm.
If you ask them to identify a picture of Evan Dando, maybe a couple of too many years have passed. They will probably be able to do it. But if you hum a couple of our songs, they'll go, "Oh, it's that band."
Right. Right. So you enjoy your anonymity and mixed with the success.
It makes it
It's-
easy to shop.
Yeah. You're like the Rascals were, like tons of hits, but no one knew, what they looked like.
Can you hum a few bars?
What was that, Randy?
Bars of the Rascals for me.
Come on. They were just on that big VH1 Hall of Fame thing. Speaking of which, what did you think of Neil Young not showing up with the Buffalo Springfield? You guys are Neil fans. I know Dean is, right, Dean? Neil Young fan?
He wrote an interesting a letter to both the members of Buffalo Springfield and to VH1 explaining exactly why he did it. And he had his own reasons, and he has a lot of respect for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And at least he was able to form a good opinion of why not to do it, and he stood by him. Stood by him. That was good.
Yeah, it was very Neil of him. Speaking of which, are you guys going to be joining him on the road at all this year?
Yeah,
The
actually,
Horde-
we're
the
doing the
Horde
Horde
thing?
tour.
Tell us about how you got hooked up with that.
We begged and begged and begged.
Who did you have to beg?
Everybody. But eventually somebody pulled out and they let us join. So we're going to be roaming around for most of the summer, which should be a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's go to another phone call if we can. Can we? Can we do that? I see nothing on the board here. Oh, yes.